Hey everybody, Choke from ChokeHub.com. In my last video I showed you how to create what I think is the perfect development environment. And today we're going to expand upon that a little bit with dynamic local domains. Now if you're anything like me, you use virtual hosts for each individual web application that you build. And on Ubuntu, out of the box, you have to add each one of these to the host file in here. So we literally have to go in and add a domain to this. Right? Save that, and we're good to go. Once you do that, you can create your virtual host and begin working on your web application. That doesn't take that long to do. So why dynamic local domains? If you build as many web applications as I do, you're always adding and removing different domains to this file. And so using dynamic local domains takes all the tasks of getting started and eliminates that step, allowing you to actually get into development just a little bit quicker. Now, I've already done all these steps to my local machine, but I've reverted most of the changes in order to record this video for you. Some things I'm not going to be able to show you. Just because the application or whatever isn't on my machine anymore. Had to remove a lot of stuff in order to make this video. Now Ubuntu has an application by default called Dns Mask. It's missing a few essential components to allow this to be possible, so the first step is to kill the DNS mask and get the new one installed. And so in order to find your DNS mask listener, we do sudo netstat -plant grep 53. Now you notice that on my system it doesn't pull up. Okay, it should show up something similar to like this. You will see a TCP line. This will be red, but it will say 53. And what you're looking for is this number right here. Whatever number that is the number that you want to kill. And so to kill that, you do sudo kill -9 and then whatever that number is. So if I was to kill Nginx right now, I would do 1404. Okay? Now, what we need to do is we need to edit the network manager configuration. Okay, so we do sudo nano etc network manager.conf. Okay, and the line that we're looking for right here is this DNS equals DNS mask, and we just want to comment that out. Okay, so we write it, exit out, and we are good to go on that. Okay, now what we need to do is restart the network manager. So we do sudo service network manager restart and enter. Now this will kick you off the internet. As you just saw, it just kicked me off the internet right now, but it will let you back on. See, I'm already connected. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get the full version of DNS simply by typing sudo aptitude install DNS mask. Okay, so now I have DNS Mask installed, and we need to modify the DNS Mask file. So we do sudo nano etc dns mask.conf. Okay. Now there's 3 lines in here that we need to find, and the easiest way to find them, because this is a very large file, is just to search for them. So the first line that we want to search for is listen dash address. Okay. If your line looks just like this, we want to uncomment it and make the listen address 127.0.0.1. Okay, now we come down here and we to bind interfaces, and we just uncomment that. And the next line that we want to do, we'll just search for it again, is address equals. Okay, yours should look something similar to this. What we'll do here is uncomment that again. Arrow over to where it says doubleclick.net. I tried to remember what the default was on that and edit it to that. If yours doesn't say doubleclick.net, just delete whatever's in between the two slashes here. And this is actually where we're telling the system what domain extension to use. Now in my case, I use .dev for my development environment domains, so I'll just type dev here. Okay, choose whatever you wish. Now may I make a note that using .com, .net, .org, .co, .co.uk, or any variation of an actual top level domain is probably a horrible idea. So do something like dev or loc or whatever .d, something that's not a real top level domain. Okay, so now that we've got those 3 lines uncommented and modified the way we want, we Control O and Control X to save the DNS mask, and we can restart the system by doing sudo service DNS mask restart. Okay, now we have one last file to edit, and that's the DHCP client configuration. So let's do sudo etc dhcp dh client.conf. Need to do sudo nano, and if you're more comfortable in Vim, by all means use Vim. Okay, so what do we need to edit in this file here? What we need to find is prepend right here. Now, if you don't have anything in here that says prepend, I believe this line came similar like this. Uncomment it. If not, just add this line anywhere in the file. Prepend domain name servers 127.0.0.1 with a semicolon after it. Okay. Once we do that, we can exit out of it. Okay, and the last step here is to sudo service network manager restart. Get disconnected from the internet for a second and get reconnected. Now let me show you my host file. You notice that I have localhost, and then I have choke, and I have a few loopbacks and stuff like that. This is just all the default host file. Okay, so now we should be able to ping any domain ending in .dev. So choke is great.dev, and it automatically pings to my local host. Okay. Ping choke hub is great for learning.dev. Awesome. Okay. So now that we know that our domains are pinging to our local host, we no longer have to edit the host file every time we begin a new project. Okay, that's great. So I want to thank you for watching. This is a short video. If you found the video helpful, please remember to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to the Choke Hub channel to continue to get our quality tutorials. And you can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/chokehub. And you can follow us on Twitter at chokehub.